Hi Taurus, my name is Bailey Tarot and I'm here to do the January 2026 what's upcoming in love, career, as well as general what you need to know messages. We're going to also do at the end an all signs poll for how your person's coming towards you or lack thereof. Okay, let's get started with the love portion of the reading first. So first of all, I think you're in a transition period. I think you're currently in a position of your life where you're searching for, basically, you just want stability, you want security. Your Taurus self is trying to finally separate yourself from the things that are not serving you. Whoever it is in the past, you feel like you needed to be separate from them. Like this is their own doing. They are definitely watching you though. But for what? We don't know. Let's see. Like, I think you're coming at a point though where you're deciding to not invest in something anymore. It hurt you deeply and you're ready to come out of it. You still hold a connection with this person? Yes, I think you both have a lot of fond memories, but you both understand that this is no longer giving to what you want it to be. Isolation might be the best choice for right now. Let's see here. Yeah. I'm seeing maybe this could have been a third party situation. Don't worry about the third party so much, Taurus. Don't let yourself compare because I don't think they're happy either. This person, I'm getting a lot of water and air. So look out for a water or air sign. What else can you tell me, Spirit, about this connection and what's upcoming? Yeah. There was a breakdown for sure. I think both sides have been hurt from here. And I think that the concern is I could see this person coming back without making the changes. And so that might be why you're feeling this need to not deal with it anymore. Like you know you need to put this down. You're not recovered yet. And I can see that there's a chance that your person or past person might come forward with the intention of wanting to talk, but it's not to actually fix anything per se. They want to convince you that you shouldn't be so upset, if anything, if that makes sense. What else can you tell me? You're ready for something new. You're ready to try something new. So instead you're closing the door, if you will. What else can you tell me? You want to find something new. And I think from this decision of leaving something behind, leaving the manipulator behind, this person didn't have good intentions for you, or they just wanted to convince you to get on to whatever program they're on, if that makes sense. I see you stepping away from that and just continuously choosing to not engage, despite maybe them looking, despite them maybe reaching out. They're going to try to convince you that they've changed and done the work. They're wanting to present themselves as in control and as a good leader in this situation. What else can you tell me about if this person will be reaching out in January? And if so, what about? Perhaps they won't be reaching out, but they're going to be thinking them. I think you feel this pull and you know that in some ways this is unfinished. But you're making sure that the connection is done for what it is. There will, like, if there is a restart, it's completely something different. But I think I can just see that there's like your past person is wanting to keep you stuck. They don't want you to see that you have other options and that you can move forward and leave this behind. But I think you have like this knowing and this knowledge that you don't want this. You don't want to be treated that way. You don't want to be you would like to avoid the disaster, to be honest. And so I think you're being responsible here. You're not really looking, love I don't think is going to be very optimistic right now, but I think you're looking at things realistically. You don't want to be putting in more time and effort for someone that doesn't see things your way, to be honest. Yeah, they are going to be finding a way to try to convince you that you don't need to leave, or you're maybe being too rash, or maybe you're not, they're trying to tell you that you haven't been seeing things clearly. They're going to try to pass you off as immature, but really they're the one that doesn't have their any emotional capacity. In fact, they use emotions to manipulate people. They don't want you to be your best self. And in fact, this scenario has been something that's taken a lot of energy from you. So I think right now it's just in January 2026, what's upcoming in love is going to be you resisting the things that you know that the universe is already trying to get you separated from. You want to look to something else. You're done with the drama. You'd like some inner peace. And I think this will be the month that you're going to really put in the work to receive that. Good for you, Taurus. Sorry it's not going to be the most romantic month of the year for you so far, but I think it's some good change upcoming, and I'm really excited for you. You got this. All right, Taurus, career for January 2026. The first oracle card that we got is Risk Joy Guides. So I'm seeing that you're going to be called to maybe take a risk in work. It's coming from a place of where you were feeling previously unhappy, and so you're wanting to change things. And I think you're looking at it from a point where you're no longer not trying to see what your options are, and you do think that you can have an ending you want what it used to be to close out so you can have something new. You're done waiting and you're ready to move forward. I'm even wondering if perhaps this could be you considering leaving a job. Maybe you're considering quitting. You're trying to think as logically as possible here. I think you don't feel like as passionate about your job anymore, and you feel like there's a lack of, it's time for the cycle to close out. I think you have received as much as you're feeling that you can get in this place. So whatever that means to you, maybe this could be getting transferred to a different department, or what else can you tell me about what's upcoming in January 2026 for career for Taurus? Thank you, Spirit. What used to serve you about this job used to light you up, but I think what it is maybe there's management that's getting in the way, and they're coming off as manipulative. They're not giving you enough decision-making power to kind of do what you're supposed to do. And this is going to cause conflict for you, especially because I think you do enjoy your job overall, like the concept of it. Maybe it's just like you're going to have some interpersonal problems that are causing you to consider moving on or trying something new at work. What else can you tell me, Spirit, about what this risk that Taurus will be taking in January 2026 at work? Thank you. Yeah, I think like you're kind of like thinking to yourself, this isn't aligning, this isn't lighting up your passion. So this might be the beginning of like a long road of you figuring out how to find your purpose in work. Maybe you'd like to rather work alone. You're considering working alone because you know that you are always going to want to take care of your passions and what your goals are. And this might be the month that you're starting to develop your own vision and realize that you can be the one in control and you can give yourself everything that you were waiting for other people to give you. Not everybody has as many options to grow in a career, and I think that you could be looking towards that. I think in January, this is going to be an organization month. You're going to be starting to consider how you want to move forward because you're realizing you're unhappy. Or there might be some things that just aren't fully lining up, people that are kind of disappointing you. And I see that once you make the decision, you won't feel stressed out anymore. Like, once you decide to do whatever you want to do, if it's leaving or trying something new, maybe it's a new project you want to take on that's all on your own, this could happen as well. What else can you tell me, Spirit? But I think overall, it might be just, this isn't going to be something that's going to like tear you down or break you apart. This might just be annoying. And you're like, you could also get over this. This could be maybe just like a hump in the road where you're like, oh, people at work are kind of being annoying as like all can be. And I'd rather just kind of keep to myself this month and like focus on things that I can control because other people won't be giving me these opportunities. Watch out for gossip. Watch out for people that are wanting to cause trouble for you. They see that you have like a lot of traits that they wish they would have in themselves, and that you're secure and that you honestly have a lot of love and nurturing to give. Like, you are quite capable in your career, and just for like, you don't even want to like, you won't want to be in a place where you're like trying to disagree with people. So maybe kill them with kindness. Who knows? That could also help you get by if you're struggling with your coworkers. What else can you tell me? Just a few more cards before we end this portion of the reading. Thank you. Yeah. You might kind of just feel like less motivated to put in effort at work because other people aren't helping you. So why would you help them? Be prepared for a little bit of stagnancy and not feeling completely satisfied at work. But what can you tell me about, what advice can you tell me for Taurus? What advice can you tell me for Taurus, please? Keep juggling your tasks. Keep maintaining things. I wouldn't tell everybody like how you're feeling either. Like, keep your cards close to your chest. You don't need to make an announcement immediately. The imbalance is coming from just feeling like you haven't been given enough opportunity. And you can come out of this, and you will come out of it victorious. This isn't going to make you look bad. Just hold your own. Don't let people push you around. 7 of Wands. Stand up for yourself. But do it in a nice, beautiful way, because honestly, I think all it is you're going to be able to stand up for yourself just by doing your own thing and staying awesome by yourself. Don't get caught up in the bullshit. Don't. It's not worth it, because regardless, you're going to win. You're not going to fail. All right. Now for the general portion of what does Taurus need to know for January 2026? Let's see. Deprivation, prosperity guides, 34. Despair, nature spirits, number 29. Unconditional love, divine mother. You're in a time where I think this might be a hard month for you, Taurus, but it's because you've been in an environment that wasn't feeding you for quite a long time. So I think like I'm picturing your love cup might be a little empty this month. You can lean on your mom. Look for the people that unconditionally love you. Maybe not everybody has a mother, but whatever maternal figures you can surround yourself with that make you feel safe. A lot of this despair is coming from an ego place as well. Maybe you feel like you got left behind. What else can you tell me? Yeah. someone was selfish. And this is your time to be selfish because someone else was selfish. They weren't careful with you. They put you in a third party. They didn't really conduct themselves in a way that you would have conducted yourself. Disappointing, isn't it, when people aren't, when they aren't just like you, huh? Let's see what else. What else does Taurus need to know? Yeah. This is something that shook up your world. This is going to be something that you're recovering from. Maybe like you're having a hard time seeing outside of it. And so instead, like, you're just kind of like in this waiting period. You're not wanting to pursue. Do not pass go. Do not pass by. Do not collect $500. Is that how it goes in Monopoly? Just take your time. Like, I think this is like a month where you're getting an opportunity to kind of sit with yourself. And if you're looking at your life and you're feeling like things aren't going the way you wanted it to, this is why people experience pain. This is why people experience despair. Don't let, also be mindful of people that try to come back just for their own narratives, or for an opportunity for them to really push their script on you one more time. Can you tell me about Judgment, please? Yeah, this person, if they do come back, they're not serious. This isn't the time for them to be coming to talk to you. If they are, it's likely that they're still dealing with the third party. What else can you tell me? Thank you. This is their justice. Missing out on you will be their justice, and you will be taking, like, you will be okay. You will be okay. And like, if you're feeling called to just be alone and not make a choice, don't make a choice. You don't need to choose someone that refused to choose you, or the people that made you feel counted out. Like, it wasn't supposed to happen that way. And it's time for, and this is going to be you standing up for yourself in the sense of just letting yourself become your main focus, or surrounding yourself only by the people that really make you feel loved. This is you stopping and changing the outcome. This is you taking control for yourself. What else can you tell me about general upcoming for January 2026? What does Taurus need to know? The energy feels shaking, like my knee and my leg is starting to like shake while I'm doing this part of the read. I don't know. You're gonna feel like your intuition is off. You're gonna feel like you don't really know how to relate to other people. But I think this is a more important, like, don't count out the times of solitude when the universe calls for you to be alone. It's because you need to learn something, and only you can teach yourself that clearly in the moment. And you know what? Not everything you lose is a loss, and you're not going to be alone. I can see you're going to learn how to ask for help. And I think that's what the important lesson for January 2026 will be for you, is seeing what it's like when you have let yourself be deprived for so long that you have to learn how to come back and ask for help. Or go to the people that you didn't want to maybe receive their love. What else can you tell me, Spirit? People that are coming back from the past, they're gonna come in strong, but keep in mind that they're coming because, yes, they do have that connection with you, but they're coming mostly to fight for what they want and what they think is correct. What else can you tell me? You're gonna have to fight to maybe rejecting or just choosing to not engage. People are just here they want to keep you stuck. They're comfortable in stress. They're comfortable without making a future plan. And you have plans, you have goals. So stay true to that. It's immaturity. Your person isn't, this time alone, this person, they're not ready. They're not ready. They're immature. They don't see it your way. They're gonna come to argue. But I think this time alone is gonna really teach you, or this time of separation from your person is gonna teach you how awesome you are. It's gonna teach you to be more sure of yourself. What else can you tell me? And maybe this time of isolation from them is going to make you realize you don't even want them anyways. I want to move on, is what Taurus is saying. 8 of Cups, my love. This is a spirit of waiting. This is the time of waiting. Time to be alone and a time to heal. Remember, the people that love you, they'll take care of you. All right, Taurus, let's pull all signs. How your person is coming towards you, if at all. Aries. This person feels like you compliment them. What else? This person isn't happy that you guys are separated, and so Aries is wanting a union with you, and they're unhappy that you are apart. Okay, Taurus, what else? What can you tell me, Taurus? Taurus. In the month of January, Taurus is going to be trying to build with you. They want to be, they're going to feel really celebrated by you, and they feel really seen and connected. Paradise, if you will. Gemini, they're no longer looking towards the future. They're walking away. They're walking away, but they're not gone. I think they're processing the fact that maybe you won't have a future, or they're wishing that there was an opportunity to make more memories. Cancer. How is Cancer coming towards Taurus in the month of January? Oh, they miss you bad, girl. Girl, boy. Whomever you are, they miss you. What else can you tell me? They miss you, but they also know that they're feeling your silence. They understand that you put your foot down. What else can you tell me? Cancer, and then Leo. How is Leo coming towards Taurus in January? They're not really understanding. I don't think they're... What else can you tell me? They miss you, and they're wondering what you're thinking. They're wondering what's on your mind. If you have any plans of reaching out yourself. Virgo. They're lacking closure. They're lacking closure. They want to talk to you. They want to have a closure conversation. Or maybe like, yeah, try to develop closure, create it, pull it from their ass. I don't know. Libra. They got options, I feel like. Let me get Oracle. What is Libra? How is Libra coming? Yeah, they got options, and they consider you one of them. So they're keeping their eyes on you. All right, Scorpio. How is Scorpio coming towards Taurus in the month of January 2026? Ooh, they might want to offer you something. What else can you tell me? they're heartbroken and they feel lost, so they want to maybe, it might be triggering them to offer you something. What was that again? Sagittarius, I think. Okay. So coming for Sagittarius, or how Sagittarius coming towards Taurus. They're not taking responsibility. And they're emotionally cold. What else can you tell me? But that doesn't... They love you, but they're keeping it a secret, and they don't know how to act. Sagittarius, Capricorn. Capricorn is giving up. They're not including you in their future plans. Or maybe they like you, they want to see you, but they don't really see how this is going to work out. What else? Capricorn, Pisces, I want to say. How is Pisces coming towards? No, Aquarius. Aquarius. Ooh. Jesus Christ. They're desperate to get their own way. They'd like to convince you to see how they see it, whatever that means. Aquarius. And now we're on Pisces. Pisces, obsessed. They are obsessed. Is it good or bad? Not good, I don't think. I think Pisces is just really, they want to get what they need from the situation. So they're wanting to get closure on their terms, and they're pretty determined to get it. So, but are their intentions pure? Unlikely. Okay, Taurus, watch out, protect yourself. Don't let people convince you that your feelings are wrong. Love you. Bye. Stay safe in January.